not broadcasting 3 wide tonight, but rather the High Velocity Racing Series here. It's going to be their Daytona 250 here tonight. Their first iRacing event here on the service, and going to be a little bit different here as well. We told you Race Clark would be on tonight. Well, he's having some issues at home. He's not actually with power at his house, so it'll be a one-man show here tonight. I'm Justin Kolb, and we'll take you through the action here as we have someone sliding down the back stretch there. That probably won't be the first time we see that tonight, but right now we have our qualifying, our one round of qualifying here, with currently Brian LaPrade on pole. He's apparently pulled down and is done right now. But really quickly, let's talk to the guy who owns this league. Thomas, you got a minute to talk?
I do. How are you guys?
We're pretty good over here. So we understand this is your first official race or points race on iRacing here. Just trying to kind of talk us through here the history of this league, because we know you started out on PlayStation with the NASCAR games over there. Just kind of give us a rundown of what you guys are all about.
Well, yeah, first, actually, I should say I'm not actually the league owner. Cole Bagoni is the league owner. I'm just helping. But yeah, we started on, I think, NASCAR 2014, I think it was. It's been quite a while, but we've done 3 seasons on console. We've had 3 different champions. Well, actually, no, we haven't. We've had 3 great battles for the championship. Cole is actually undefeated at the moment. So hopefully this year on iRacing we can change that. But yeah, we've been on there for a couple seasons. We've done a little bit of Formula 1 stuff as well. And for our 4th season, we said, hey, why not make the jump to iRacing?
Well, it's a pretty interesting choice. We know a lot of league guys that come from console usually make the jump over here to iRacing. You had your first official iRacing race about a week ago there, or I believe it was last night, the Daytona Shootout. With the mix of console guys and iRacers, how was the race last night with the two?
Well, yeah, our race last weekend, we did have the Daytona Shootout. We had 50 laps under the lights here. We had a good turnout for that. But yeah, it's an interesting sort of mix with a lot of guys, coming from console. Obviously, the games aren't anywhere near where iRacing is, so it's for some of us it's a bit of a change, but we've all kind of had a little bit of experience on iRacing. We've run in a few other leagues, and a couple of us ran in another league at Talladega a few nights ago, and we had a really good result there. We had actually took the first 3 positions, so I think for us console guys, we're not doing too bad, but it's been very interesting to kind of see how the guys that have a lot of experience on iRacing kind of compare to the console guys.
All right, well, with your first official points race here tonight, we wish you luck and welcome to iRacing.
Thank you guys, and thank you for jumping on for the broadcast. Hope you guys enjoy the show.
Yes, sir, and I have my notes mixed up just a little bit there. Their Daytona Shootout was last weekend. That was their first official iRacing race, and this will be the first official points race that we're going to have here tonight. And if you have any interest in joining this league tonight, you can check them out on Twitter at the HVRL. There we go. And as we said, they've spent the last 3 years on console on iRacing, and we know with 3 wide, our usual show over here on Full Throttle, they made the jump about 2 years ago. So it seems to be a trend going on with consoles moving over to iRacing, and with good reason, because with the current console games, they're not the best, I know from experience. But they might be getting better with the new one here. But overall, we're going to be jumping here to iRacing. And we have about 5 minutes left to qualifying. The 18 car of Brad LaPrade. I think I said Brad earlier. So these are all new names for me. And it's going to be fun trying to learn them all here. So as we said, we got about 5 minutes left here. And yeah, this will be one round of qualifying.
I mean, we can just try to stick together and see what happens. I don't care if you're behind me.
Oh, that was Carlos. We have to thank him tonight for putting on this broadcast. He made the deal to get us last minute. Actually, the deal was made yesterday to join us here, and this is our first official jump from the 3-wide racing series. So good to be here. And really quickly, we're going to take a quick break just to get ourselves all organized for tonight with 100 laps. You're not going to miss a thing as we go side by side. And yeah, we'll be right back. And welcome back. That video you just saw was created by the guy we just talked to, Thomas Bressi. He put a little promo together, and just to create a little, or to put a little entertainment into our little breaks. There you go. You're going to be seeing that throughout the night. Well put together video by Thomas. If you want to subscribe to him on YouTube, I believe it is NASCAR24TB. And I believe that is his Twitter as well. So with about 3 minutes left here, about 3 minutes, you can see a small little pack forming here to try and further their run up the board. Our current pole sitter is still Briar Laprade. You can see this group with the 33 of Cody Tabor, a runner in the 3-wide racing series. So familiar name here on Full Throttle. Then you have the 45 of Brandon Griffiths. And then the 21 of Kyle Casey. You have another straggler behind them as well, that's Trevor Rapolo. I don't believe, yeah, Cody has not made a lap yet, so this will be his first qualifying run. We'll see where it places him up on the board. You can see it's pretty interesting, the line they're actually taking. I think this is the first time I've ever seen a group of cars at Daytona take the high line. So, Cody, I'm not sure if it's faster up there, but we'll see coming around this time. That'll slot Cody into 11th place out of 16 cars. Or excuse me, no, 11th out of 11 cars that have taken time so far. There'll be 16 cars here taking the grid tonight. As we said, only 11 have taken time. And this group right now is the only group that's on track right now, as we have a minute left. And since we have a minute here, we'll talk to our in-race reporter and the guy who we have to thank for putting this all together. Carlos, you got us? I don't think Carlos is here at the moment, so we'll try again a little bit later. Probably just taking a quick bathroom break before we get going here tonight. Again, 100 laps we'll go around here at Daytona International Speedway, the Daytona 250. Now, I'm not sure about the viewers at home, but I absolutely love super speedway racing, whether it be racing in it or watching it, because I believe that creates the most excitement out of all the types of racing here. Some guys I know find it boring as the clock is going to run out here. And Briar LaPrade will take the pole here tonight. And it will be Gunther Dadson be second. As someone just blew their engine over there. I believe that was Cody Tabers. He's going to take it sliding through the grass here, but we're just going to finish up qualifying here real quick. And really quickly, we'll try and get another word in here with Carlos. Carlos, you back yet?
Yeah, I am. How are you doing today?
We're doing pretty good, and we're going to have to thank you for putting this all together last minute. You are really, I believe, the series sponsor of the High Velocity Racing Series with RK Productions. So we'll ask you real quick here with qualifying over, how was the track feeling tonight, and how was the pack? Actually, I don't think you got a pack run in, but overall, how was the car feeling tonight?
It's extremely slick. Very, very. If you don't turn the car in the corner, it's gonna spin out. So watch out for that. I believe there's gonna be one at all. As far as the pack, not exactly confident, bit nervous. I'm gonna be going to the back very, very quickly, getting some groove. So I expect about 2 cautions, 2 wrecks before I can finally bring myself back up. But man, it's gonna be something tonight.
I can imagine Daytona is always a beast. So we know you've ran the 3-wide racing with the B car, but we'll ask about this group of guys. How does the competition? How does the what's the word I'm looking for? Atmosphere. How is it different from 3-wide?
I guess it's more like a new relationship. I'm in the honeymoon stage right now. I'm enjoying everything. Everything's new and fresh and exciting. But I'm not going to be leaving 3-wide racing anytime soon. So I'm going to be having two series now. Maybe a third one in the future, but at the moment just 2. For this one though, everything's, like I said, exciting, fresh. It's going to a whole new perspective, and hopefully you come out on top.
Yes, sir. We hope for the best here tonight. 100 laps, and the back I don't think is going to be too bad of a place to start. So good luck here tonight.
Yeah, thank you. You too.
It was Carlos Costa, the series sponsor of the High Velocity Racing Series, is RK Productions, the title sponsor. So I would put up the grid here, but again, iRacing telemetry just a bit off in terms of gridding. So as we said here before, Briar LaPrade, this is gonna be a challenge. I asked the drivers before to get some of their names correct, but he wasn't quite in there yet, so it'll be fun. As you can see, everyone pulling up here to take their 1 pace lap around. The 31-degree banking these cars are going to have to maneuver here tonight for 250 miles. Again, a 16-car field. Our in-race reporter, by the way, is going to be starting in row 4 on the inside there. So about 7th place. And then Thomas, the guy we were talking to before, will be starting behind him in 9th place. So halfway down the back straightaway, this should be a pretty interesting race. As we said before, a mix of console racers and iRacers here in tonight's field. A lot of what-ifs and a lot of questions still linger in the air of what can happen here tonight. And we're hoping here tonight that we'll have Race Clark hop in here eventually. Again, he is without power, so missing him right now, but hoping to bring the action to you with a one-man show here tonight. As the pace car about to pull in, there it goes, and we are green for 100 laps here tonight. Briar's gonna pull him off, and he's already gonna lead off to a 1-car length advantage. 8-car got a little squirrely there. Didn't look like he got too good of a jump, as he's going to slot into 4th there from the high side. 7th car of Cole Bagunia is going to slot in 2nd. The 9 of Marco Polo is going to slot in third, as Carlos is already going to go back to the apron and fall back in the pack. He told us earlier he was going to do that, so not too much of a shocker to see that happen. For the first couple laps, maybe the first half of the race, I'd say the back part of the pack is the safest place to be. I've won from back there, and I know a lot of other stories of guys winning back there, so again, not too bad of a place to be. So the 18 going to lead lap 1. And already we're single file here with the first 6. With the 24 there. There's the first on the high side. He's going to start losing the draft here as really a lot of single car runs here now. The backpack only has about, looks like 3 cars. Nope, there's the rest of the back of the pack. As Cody Tabor has lost the draft. He'll be the only car to do that. He's actually 2 laps down at the moment, 3 laps down. Not sure what's going on with that car at the moment. As we have our first battle for the lead here. The 9 of Marco Polo going to take the high side there with the 99 of Cody Blevins. Or Corey, excuse me. Holding pretty well there with the 2-car run. As right now the 9 has the nose in front but can't pull down. It'll be interesting to see whether he'll leave the 99, and he will. So that'll leave the 99 left on the high side there. No place for him to slot in. As the 45 looks to possibly make the jump up with him. No, he juked him. Or gave him a little look there. The L1 of Nate Lackamy gonna pull up to the high side and give him a help. Let's take a look at up above, and you can see the gap from this first pack, and actually the second pack back there is not even in view. So I believe, yep, there's the second pack. It is led by the 81 of Cruz Hernandez, and Carlos Acosta behind him, Kyle Casey. See the 24 of Thomas Bresci. He's falling back there as well. And I'm pretty sure these guys right now are just kind of riding it out, waiting for the big one to happen. And you can see right now the high side is actually more developed than the low side. Only 3 cars left on the bottom there. As the 99 of Corey Blevins is gonna claim the lead and fall in front of the 9. So now it's actually kind of flip-flop. There's only 3 cars left on the high side. Now I didn't see a lot of side drafting to get that 99 to the lead, so it looks like that high side is pretty sporty right now in terms of speed. But Nate Lackamy looks like he's going to get left out there, along with the 18, our pole sitter. Actually, the 66 of Chester Gibson. Thought he was going to go with him, but they both slot into the gap. Three cars that look to be losing that lead pack. The 18 of Breyer, the 7 of Cole Lagunia, and the 45 of Branson Griffiths are going to lose that main pack. Now, since there's 3 cars in there, they shouldn't lose it too bad. But you can see they're already starting to catch back up, so if that was maybe 1 or 2 cars, they would have probably fallen back with the second pack back there. I have to say, I think the drinking word for tonight would be packs. So awfully calm here for the first 7 laps. Carlos Acosta gave a guesstimate of about 2 wrecks here tonight, and this guy's much calmer than I expected them to be. So now it looks like it'll be a 3-car breakaway up in front here. We go on board here with the 9. Trevor Rapolo. Calmly slotted in behind the 99 there. Just, looks like just racing right now. Racing towards the end. You can hear him lifting as he gets close to him. Doesn't want to hit him too hard, especially in the corners, because that's the most dangerous part of where to push. One thing to note out too, you can see the new tail lights there for the new Camaro. That was part of the iRacing update, and if I don't say so myself, I think really the new lights of the Camaros and the new tail light, or headlights and tail lights, look pretty good. Better than at least what we had before. That would just be my opinion. You can see the two who lost them before are now starting to catch up, as we have another 3-car stragglers back there. So again, everyone just kind of racing it out. And here's the second pack there, now led by Carlos Acosta. Kyle Casey slotted in behind him. Is the 69 of Braden Hoover looks to be starting to blink. And Michael Skinner, another 3-wide casual, slotted in at the very end of that group. And we're going to take a look at Cody Tabor, who looks like he's maybe going to go another lap down here pretty shortly. Leader's at the start-finish line now, and he's just going to go onto the backstretch. So, not looking too promising for him, so he's going to have to hope for a caution, but he's already, looks like 2 laps down. So, tough break for Cody Tabor. It's pretty interesting to see, though, those guys losing the front pack there. Well, not losing, but kind of a gap there. Go on board the L1 there, as they're going to have a pretty big run, and Nate's going to take advantage of it. How far will he go, though, is the question. No help from behind. The 66 of Chester Gibson has left him. Now it looks like he's going to pull up to help. Door-to-door side drafting the 8 of Gunter Dabston. There we go. 11 laps complete here tonight out of 100. And that's the top 5 all on your screen. So the gap back to the little 3-car pack back there is about 1.9 seconds from the leader. See the pole sitter there leading that pack. 45 looks like he's going to try and make a move. I don't think that's too good of an idea if they're trying to make a charge back, but they could just be riding, and I could be wrong. Oh, that was kind of violent as he came back down and hit the apron there. Remember, you can't pass below that apron, so that'd be kind of interesting. That might come into play here at the end, as Gunther looked like he's going to fall back, but or at least try and make a charge, but Nate did not go with him. He gets a pretty good run, as we almost went 3 wide there. Gunther really wants to make a move, but has no momentum to go with, and it looks like Trevor Rapolo, I thought was going to go with him, but looks like he will not. Again, trying to mount a charge on that high side, but again, no one will go with him. So he'll just have to keep slotting in behind. Desperately trying to move anywhere on the track. So just another little update on the second pack back here. They are now 11.7 seconds behind the leader, so very much out of harm's way should something happen up in front. Now, when it comes to pit strategy, I believe the fuel tank may be, don't quote me on here, but I think it may be about 20 to 25 laps. So we'll have to see when they come in, and if they do, who they will go with. Because it is pretty much going to be game over if you come in by yourself. 8 losing a bit of ground to the 2 up there. Not enough to make them lose the draft, but I think all the moving around is kind of hurting it. Let's go on board with the 8 here. Here's some lifting there. He might be trying to close up to the backpack there. Doesn't appear to be, but kind of interesting having him lift. Well, since we're basically in the middle of a race run, let's, since it's a beautiful day out, let's take a look at the weather here in Daytona Beach, Florida. Right now, the skies are looking partly cloudy, with an air temperature of 78 degrees and a track temp of 104 degrees. Humidity right now is about 55%. And the pack has pretty much closed up. 7 and the 45 look to be mounting a charge past the 18 and hoping to get somewhere. It does not look like it'll go very far. Well, they'll get past the 18. I completely take that back. They're on the move. Looking to get by the 66 here. And now they will set their sights on the 01. The 8 of Gunther Dadson. He's been trying to make it work basically these last 17 laps and finally has a group that he can do it with. See, the 18 is pulled up behind the 45. He will join that high side. And Gunther is side by side with the leader now, about to take the lead. We'll see who leads this lap. It'll be the 99 still who holds the lead. So 18 laps complete here, and the next question would be, when do we pit? I'm not sure the fuel tank's actually on these guys. We know 3 wide uses about half tanks, so these guys may be on a little different strategy, so that may extend the 20 to 25 lap margin there. Well, unfortunately, it looks like that high side is all but broken up. And Gunther looks like he may be on the bad end of the deal there. Really no gap. Oh, no, there's a gap right there if he can slot in quick enough. And he will. So since that's sort of calmed down there, we're going to take a look at the backpack there again. That high side looks to be mounting a charge there. 24 of Thomas Pressey going to lead that as it's split up into a 2-car high side now. And really, we're just tandem racing at this point back here. 69 still blinking just a little bit. Kyle Casey has lost the draft, actually. And looks like Cody Tabor has pulled in. And may be done here tonight. So 20 laps in the books. We're going to take quick break here, but you won't miss a thing as we're going to go side by side yet again. If you're watching a hard line or a high velocity Racing League here on Full Throttle TV. Welcome back to the High Velocity Racing Series here at Daytona. You can see the lead has switched hands here with the 66 of Chester Gibson heading to the top of the board. And, oh, the 99 looked to make a move, but it looked like the 45 kind of blocked him there a little bit. So the differences of momentum almost caused a pretty big wreck. You didn't miss anything there as we went side by side, so you saw that all taking place. The lead change, that is. And that'll leave the 99 of Corey Blevins left on the high side there by himself. Trevor Apollo, who's been the man working behind him all night, is going to help him there. Looked like Gunther was going to help them, but choose to slot in on the inside line. "23 laps in the books." Quick race recap. We've had 0 cautions and, of course, 0 caution laps. And so far we've had 3 lead changes, but looks like we may be adding another one there. So 99 wants the lead back. Looks like that bottom side has just completely fallen apart. As you can see the pretty big gaps in between the 45. Well, the 45 is going to pull in to the high side now. It's going to leave Chester by himself on the bottom. That was not what I was expecting was going to happen, to everyone completely leave the bottom. As we'll all cycle down back to the bottom, that'll leave Chester slotted in 4th. And it looked like well, the 18 and the 7 had lost the draft. Speaking of losing the draft, we're going to check out the second pack back here, the guys that are running cautiously right now. Oh, doesn't look like Michael Skinner is running very cautiously, with him being very much tucked behind the 2 there. But he is lifting, so running on board the 15 here. Again, those pretty cool looking new tail lights for the Chevrolet Camaros here. It really looks like, I believe it may just be an all Chevy field from the looks of it. Oh, excuse me, no. Michael Skinner's running a Toyota, of course, his vehicle of choice. We see some Fords back here as well, but it looked like, I guess it was mainly because of the top pack, looks to all be in Chevys. So they're just running cautiously at the moment. Gonna take a look back up here at the front. Yeah, as I said, the whole top is, the whole front pack is running Chevys. Chester Gibson looks to be wanting to mount another charge on that high side, but no one will go with him, so... And that gap is closed. He's going to try and side draft the 01 here. Looked like that was going to work. And now the 45 will pull up, along with the 8. They're going to try and help Chester out here. And that pack behind this main pack is about 1 point, or really 1 second behind the leaders here. So, I'm not sure if they're just trying to get a little breathing room or can't really make a charge back up, but apparently the 7th and 8th place drivers are 1.3 seconds away from the front of the pack. I believe it, yeah, that's Kyle Casey. You can see right there. He's about to go a lap down. Tough break for him is he lost the draft, really the second pack draft, and he will be going a lap down here. He should be staying on the high side here. It's probably what this front pack is radioing him to do. With him going a lap down, that'll leave 14 drivers left on the lead lap. I believe one car has retired. That would be Cody Tabor. And about to cycle all the way back to the front pack here. So again, just kind of riding, waiting, just trying to make it to the end here is what this front pack looks to be doing here. With Daytona and really restrictor plate racing in general, I don't think you should see too much action in these, really the first half of the race. That's normally just the time to ride around and just see what you got here in terms of drafting and trying to figure out partners and such. And it looks like the 99 and 9 are going to be pretty good partners here towards the end, if what we've seen so far is a good indication. Tell you though, that 8 of Gunther Dadson doesn't look to be too comfortable. I've seen that car really all over the racetrack here tonight. As we said, it's a group of both iRacers and console racers, so everyone really learning what they got here tonight. And people from console trying to learn the game, or learn the sim, I guess you could say. And just trying to get experience here. I will say though, I don't. Pretty good portion. I'd say maybe about half this field looks like they're about 50-50 in terms of console and iRacers. At least from what I can gather here. In terms of seeing their name around iRacing. I know for a fact that 01 of Nate Lackme runs both PS3 NASCAR games and iRacing games. So some good diversity in the field. So with 32 laps in the books here, we've been caution-free so far here tonight. Still waiting, however, on pit stop number 1, whether that be under caution or whether that be green flag. But so far with how these guys are racing, it looks like we'll have to see some green flag pit stops here. So these guys running pretty calmly. See Chester Gibson will get kicked out to the side there. We're going to take a look at, again, the rear pack here. They've actually been making up some ground, whether they want to or not. They've made up about 2 seconds on the front pack. The gap was about 17. It is now 15.3. At least from the leader, Carlos Acosta. And this is the second pack here. looks like that pack is split up just a little bit too, and Braden Hoover, he's actually got some damage on the rear of that car. Not sure what happened to him. But whatever happened, it did not bring out a caution. 66 of Chester Gibson trying to mount a chart along with the 45 and 8. You can see kind of blinking there as well. And here comes our pit stops. So it'll be about a 33. Can go around 33 laps here as the top 3 it looked like pull down. That would be the 99, the 9, and the 01 are all going to pull down here. Oh, as we've had... Oh, there goes the 23 of Casey Shoe around. No caution is going to come out, however, because he's off the track. But let's take a look at what happened there. It may have been a combination of some... Well, no, I thought it was going to be trying to get onto pit road, but it looked like he got a bump from the 15 there, and his car wasn't ready for it. So he goes around, doesn't hit anything, but he's going to lose the draft here now. Actually, no, that might just work out, because he's going to find Trevor Apollo and Nate Lackamy, who are just exiting pit road, so that may not have turned out too bad for him. But he still has to make a pit stop. So now it's a 3-car breakaway up in front. These cars still have to pit. So it'll be about the fuel window. Looks like it'll be about 35 to 40 laps. See, the 18 and the 7 have now caught up to this late pack. The 99 there, he might be going a lap down here, but these cars still all have to pit. So, not too much to worry about there. And with no draft there, it's a pretty good speed difference. It'll be no contest. He'll go a lap down. Whoa, the 45! Oh, yeah, that apron is pretty tricky there. He's, not sure if he has a problem of some sort, but what a save. Let's take a quick replay of that one. Not sure what happened there. It looked like his car just got a little bit loose there. Got away from him, but again, what a save. That could have been much bigger than what it was, and, he'll continue on. He'll lose the draft, but he still has a race car in one piece. Again, he still has to pit. You can see the 99 of Corey Blevins is slotted in to second in that lead pack. He is a lap down, however, so he's just kind of riding it out until we get a pit stop. Taking a look at the back pack here. The second pack. Looks like one of their guys is falling back, or falling into pit road. Actually, no, that was the 23, who just about lost it. So it'll be a question of when do these guys come as well. So it may just be a little bit longer than 38 laps. Maybe around 40 to 45. Let's go on board of the 24 car here. Let's see how much he lifts as he gets closer to the 2 car. Or he might be a brake user. I don't know, you heard some... oh, the 2 now! Oh, and he's gonna lose it! And we're gonna have our first caution, I'm afraid. Maybe not. There's the caution. The apron bites another guy here. I'm not quite sure why these guys keep using the apron like that, but let's see what happened here. It looked like, again, maybe the car got loose from him, because that was really just a direct turn onto the apron. So, kind of a late caution there as well, but let's take a look on the gyro here. You can see he got a little bit of a wide arc entering that corner, and that might have messed with his entry into that corner. But again, he does not hit anything, and again, we'll keep a race car. So that was probably, let's say, a lifesaver, but these cars up in front do not have to make a green flag pit stop now. That would be the 66, the 8, the 18, and the 7. For 45 as well. And really all of that second pack back there. Besides Trevor Rapolo and Nate Lackerman. Corey Blevins. But Corey is up here, so looks like he will be taking the wave around. Actually, no, more like the lucky dog, probably. Yes, he will be taking the lucky dog. Casey Shue was another one who spun out. He is a lap down, so not sure he'll make the wave round, because I'm sure 2 cars are going to probably stay out, but let's take a look here. Looks like all the pack, except for the cars that have to come around, are going to pit. So that'll leave Carlos Acosta with the lead. I'm not sure why he didn't come down pit road. An interesting decision by him, considering I'm sure the tires are worn out. So let's see the race off pit road. Looks like that'll be won, of course, by Chester Gibson. And then the 7, the 8, look like the 24 and 18. And the 15... the 9 and the 01. 01 had already taken a green flag pit stop, so interesting to see him come back down pit road. So again, that'll leave Carlos Acosta on the lead lap, or on the lead, excuse me. The cars behind him, at least 2 of the 21 of Kyle Casey and the 23 of Casey Shue are really the only ones left down a lap. Because Corey Blevins was the lucky dog. See him, he'll have to catch up, but he'll drop to the back because of the lucky dog. See, Carlos is going to take his pit stop now. And so will Corey Casey Shue. There we go. So it's looking like it'll be about 2 to green with that. We'll take another break with our first caution under the books. You're watching the High Velocity Racing Series here on Full Throttle TV. And welcome back to the High Velocity Racing Series here at Daytona, presented by RK Productions. It'll be Carlos Acosta in the field tonight. "43 laps here in the book tonight. Your leader is Chester Gibson, just completing our first caution of the night. With that, we can see that would be about one caution with 5 caution laps when they come back around here. We've had 7 lead changes here tonight. 100 laps. That was the distance, or the amount of laps here tonight. So these guys not getting too crazy here so far. That caution was brought out by a car, second car actually, hitting the apron and this time unfortunately looping it. So pretty interesting to see. It looks like these cars are getting just a bit looser here. Either that or some guys just making pretty wide arcs into the corner. While we're under brake, you could see the 7 car of Cole Bagunia topping off fuel. He will line up 11th, 12th actually. Back there. So pace car going to pull down this time. And we are green. Not too good of a start there for the 66. He didn't pull off like we've seen other leaders here tonight do. The 81 of Cruz Hernandez was able to hold at bay pretty well. So it'll be interesting to see whether these guys split up into 2 packs yet again, or if they stay in one single pack. Tell you what, the 81 of Cruz Hernandez is holding pretty well on the high side there. He's got the 01 of Nate Lackamy behind him, the 99 of Corey Blevins, kind of trying to get up there to help, and he will now. As it looks like the 15 of Michael Skinner going to help him. And it looks like these guys are going to stay in one single pack. We only have about 55 laps to go here tonight. Looks like that high side is gonna lose its momentum as it only has about 2 cars left there. Cruz Hernandez is gonna try and side draft them. The one non-Chevy we've seen up in the top 5 so far, I believe, in this race. Or at least making a charge to the front. See the 8 there again of Gunther Datsun all over the track, really. 99 looked to go up with the 81, but he'll jump back down there in the inside line. And that'll leave Cruz up there by himself. And finally, we have the whole pack together. Besides the few stragglers that didn't make it back. So I believe they are just 1 lap down. So they've just gotten their lap back. No, they haven't. Alright, iRacing Touring is messing with me here tonight. But Chester Gibson on point as of right now. Trevor Apollo behind him with a 9. And the 24 of Thomas Bresci. We've seen him in the second pack. Looks like he's here to play right now. Let's go on board here with the 01. Boy, he's giving a big shove there to the 99. And they'll fall behind, or fall in front of, excuse me. Front of that pack. Everyone kind of spread out as of right now. Still trying to see what everyone wants to do. One all over the back bumper of the 99 there. 81 of Cruz Hernandez just behind them as well. The 66 and 9 are going to look to mount a charge up to the front there on the high side. 24 is thinking about going with him, but chooses not to. As that's going to leave the 9 pulls down, going to leave the 66 up there to dry. So Chester going to slot in behind the 24 here. Luckily, we'll find a gap there. Cruz Hernandez is going to try and mount another charge up to the front there on the high side. He'll take the 66 of Chester Gibson with him. One car can work on the high side, or one car cannot work on the high side, excuse me. But if you get multiple cars up there, we've seen so far in the race that can have pretty good results. You see the second pack kind of forming back there. That would be 7th on back. Currently 2 cars, 2 laps down at this point. Nope, 1 lap down. And we have 2 cars that are out of the race, it would appear. Cruz Hernandez trying to hang tough on the high side there. Corey Blevins going to go with him. And that's going to mess up all his momentum. Cruz Hernandez, that is. Well, Cruz is just about there on the high side. Battling for second right now. He's got the 66 of Chester Gibson behind him. You can see he gained some momentum that would probably be from side drafting those cars on the bottom side there. But in the corners, it looks like that's where a car loses all of its momentum. Boy, the 24 blinking everywhere. It looks like that's just calmed down a little bit. So they'll slot in behind the 24 there, 5th and 6th respectively. He's going to try again though. 49 laps to go here tonight. We are officially halfway. So this is probably where things start to ramp up. The 01 there got a little bit loose. Again, these guys are kind of just driving to get to the end of the race here, but that will probably change, I'd imagine, with maybe 20 laps to go. So that's 1 through 6 on your screen right now. Cruz Hernandez, again, trying to mount a charge, but 66 will finally go with him, but they don't get very far. The 01 gonna pull up into the front now, or up in the high side. And Cruz will have none of it. The 66 gonna pull down into the inside lane there. I think the 01 moving up into that lane kind of ruined the momentum of that. So Nate, who was second, will slot into 5th now. Now again, the 9 and the 99. Bumper to bumper once again. These two have been attached to each other all race. And as you can see right now, nothing has changed. Cruz ducks out, or ducks up again. Let's take a look at the second pack back here. They're about 1.5 seconds back of this main pack. And this is the second half of the field. Little leg. Carlos Acosta all over the back bumper of that 15 car. Looks like they were just riding as well. Carlos told us at the beginning of the race that he was going to fall back to the back pretty quickly. He did that on lap 1, and looks like he'll be sticking with his plan. It'll be a question of when does he make that charge up to the front. Now these two are actually gaining on this front pack here. Not sure if they'll slow up any to try and fall back any. Looks like that's exactly what they'll do. They've lost about 2/10 now, so they don't want to get too close. And again, the idea there is to not get so close that if that front pack wrecks, you're involved in it. Oh, the 8. Looks like he hit the brakes just a little bit. The 45 and the 7 and the 23 going to get involved in that as well. No caution. Oh, now we might have one. 7 gets sitting there long enough, and there's the caution. Let's take a look at what happened there. Looked like the 8 started blinking there just a little bit. Or not blink, but he hit the brakes there, it looked like. There he starts blinking, and 45 couldn't avoid him. And the 23, just an innocent bystander in that. Now, I'm really curious. Let's see what the 8 did there. This is down the back straightaway. Now it's entering 3 that he either... Yeah, he hit the brakes. I'm not quite sure why. But, that caused a big mess. And as you can see, he's, blinking at the moment. These cars will catch up to the pace car now. Or go through the pace car, I guess. I would imagine most of these cars would pit, but I don't think they'd be good to the end. So they might fill it up now, and about 15 or actually probably 10 laps to go, come in for another one. Should we not get another caution? Because you cannot save 10 laps around this racetrack. And their normal strategy is about, I believe it was about 35 laps to 40. So you can see most of the cars are gonna come on down. Not sure if actually there's anybody that stayed out there. There is. The 2 of Carlos Acosta going to stay out. And it looked like the 23, I want to say. It is the 23. He stayed out as well. Interesting strategy. Actually, no, he's getting the lucky dog. My bad. It did not show up on the iRacing telemetry. Looks like the 99 is going to win the race off pit road. No surprise there. So since we have just a quick minute, we're going to go to break again. You just saw pit stops, so we'll be right back. You're watching the High Velocity Racing Series, or Racing League, on Full Throttle TV.
Yeah, I got a copy. What was that? Yeah, I got a time. What's up? Alright, yeah.
Welcome back to the High Velocity Racing League, the Daytona 250. Right now we're catching up with our in-race reporter here, Carlos Acosta. Carlos, you got us?
Yeah, I got a copy. How's it going over there?
Doing pretty well. It's been a pretty interesting night for you. We saw you kind of lose it there off turn 4, but overall, how's the car running for you here tonight?
It's stabler, but still slick. I messed up. I did the thing I was talking about earlier, and it just got me. But thankfully, I didn't hit anything.
Yeah, from what it looked like on the replay, it looked like either you got a bit of a wide arc entering the corner or just kind of got loose into the corner. Just kind of talk us through what happened, because we saw multiple cars do that here tonight so far.
Yeah, it's what I mentioned earlier. If you don't turn your car in to the corner, the car will turn automatically for you, badly. And that's what happened to me. I didn't turn in correctly, or I didn't turn in fast enough.
Alright, well, good talking to you. We see you got the 1 to go here, so we'll let you go, and good luck tonight. We got 40 laps to go, and looks like the storm may just be starting here.
Yeah, only one wreck's happened so far. I'm still waiting for the other one. Good luck to you up there.
Thank you, Carlos. Send him back to the lobby, and we'll be ready to get going here green. Corey Blevins is going to lead us off here. Came off pit road first, and saw under commercial, Carlos came down pit road. It's interesting to see that he comes down maybe under the second time they pit, and I'm assuming that's because he wants to get farther back behind the field. At least that's what I'm assuming. So we're waiting for the pace car here to dive down. So after this lap, we're gonna have 40 laps to go, and the green flag is out. A very skimpy high line there. It looked like a lot of guys were either getting the waiver. Oh, Nate! Oh, that got so close. Looked like a lot of guys probably took the wave around. I would imagine that's why that high line was so empty. Top 4, we're going to get going. The 66 is going to duck down. Going to leave the 24 hanging there. See the 2 packs really already starting again. Again, 6 cars up in front. This looks very familiar to what we saw before. But now they're going to catch up. Michael Skinner leading that second pack yet again. Carlos Acosta behind him, our in-race reporter. Looks like the 45 wants to get back up to the front. He's the loner there on the high side. He's going to need someone to help him if he wants to get back up. See the 23 there, who was involved in the most recent caution. Looks like his car is pretty good, as the 7 is now below the yellow line. Not sure what happened there. I don't think he improved his position, so I'm going to assume no harm, no foul. See the 7, he was involved in that as well. You can see some damage on the rear there. But let's go back up front. Really, both these packs have now been merged together, from the looks of it. Still a bit of a gap there, but closer than they have been all night. 38 laps to go. I'm sure a lot of these guys are wondering when we need to go. Yeah, I think they're wanting to go now. Michael Skinner not letting up this time. Now, I'm not sure how confident Carlos is going to be with this. We know he wanted to wait a little bit. I would assume maybe lap or about 20 to go, you'd start getting a groove going and going up to the front, but obviously that would not be the case with Carlos right now. Maybe if he sees it's getting a bit too dicey, he might fall back, but let's see, we got a battle for the lead here. At least an attempted battle. Cruz Hernandez looked like he was going to get by side, but it's easy to get side by side with the driver. It's much harder to actually get by him. With two cars, it's not going to be... It just makes it that much harder. See a lot of moving around there in the pack. They've started to split up yet again, so so much for what I was saying about them wanting to go. Seven car looked to be holding his own there with all that damage. You can see the spoiler is stuck up just a little bit. Oh, as we have a caution, the 66 of Chester Gibson. Not sure what happened there, but let's take a look. That was up in the front pack. Maybe they got all stacked together. Oh, he moved up the track just a little bit and the 45 caught him in the bumper. Not sure if he lifted there. Let's take a look though. I didn't hear any lifting. He just kind of out of the rear of him. As Carlos is going to narrowly avoid that. You can see the 45 getting caught up in that. Look like the 7 as well. Looks like the 7 may have gotten clear of him, but... So now I think if you come in now, you'll be able to make it on fuel. Because we saw the guys before pitting on lap 35. That was the first 3 who came down. And that was really the only green flag pit stops we had. So, yep, here they all come. And if we get going green again, probably be the final time. The 99 is actually going to stay out. Interesting strategy by him, I would think, because he was one of the first to come down on lap 35. We would be good, but I guess not. The 9 going to stay out as well. See the 45 there. He's going to get some damage repaired. Just watch race off pit road. They come. The 81 of Cruz Hernandez is going to win that. Carlos Acosta a close second. Michael Skinner third. 23 of Casey Shue fourth. And looks like the rest of them are getting damage repaired. It's the 25 of Thomas Bresci. Nate Lackamy, 7, and the 8. So I'm kind of intrigued and confused on the strategy by the 99. He might come in this time, or maybe with 1 to go. Or he might just stay out. But an interesting strategy nonetheless. See Chester Gibson still in pit road, getting damage repaired. Can hear someone pulling on pit road right now. So Corey Blevins going to retake the lead here. He's been one of the main dogs all night. Leading 46 laps here tonight. Anyone who's come close to that would be the 66 of Chester Gibson, who's led 14. Make that 47, by the way, on Corey Blevins. 66 is going to pull off pit road now. You saw him there in the background. Let's take a quick look at our race recap. Beginning of the show, we said we only had 0 cautions. That was up until, I believe, around lap 45, somewhere around there. But so far we've had 3 cautions for 11 caution laps and 12 lead changes. So pretty eventful race tonight. Lucky that we've only had 3 cautions here, being Daytona, but the big one is still yet to come. So we're still waiting on that one. But it may not happen with how cautious and calm these drivers have been. I'd say really the only type of, the only reason for these cautions are guys getting loose, or as Carlos explained, just the car not turning. As we stated at the beginning of the show, these two, the 19 or the 99 and the 9, have been really locked together here all night long. Cruz Hernandez up in 3rd. He's been a pretty good player, leading 2 laps. Other leaders of the race have been Trevor Apollo and Carlos Acosta. Both have led 1 lap. And then Briar LaPrade in the 18 there. He was the pole sitter. He led 2 laps. So we're going to get 1 to go now. 99 is actually going to take the high side, so I'm wondering if they're going to pull the old Penske move there. Getting a good jump and then letting him pull down in front. Carlos Costa will be restarting 3rd. Cruz Hernandez 4th. Casey Shu will round out the top 5. Speaking of top 5, there it is. 68 and 100 laps complete here tonight. 32 laps to go. It'll be 31 when they take the green flag here for this restart. And if you've been watching from the beginning, we thank you. And for new viewers, we welcome you to Full Throttle TV and the High Velocity Racing League presented by RK Productions. Supposed to be a 2-man show here tonight, but Race Clark, my partner, has some issues at home with the power being knocked out there. So it's been a 1-man show. So you've had to deal with me this whole broadcast. But it'll be interesting to see how this 99 restarts. Maybe the 9, I'm assuming, would not get as good of one. Should they do the deal I'm thinking of. They could not be, though. So it'll be 31 laps to go here. So still got 14 drivers on the racetrack, 13 on the lead lap. And we are green. So Corey out in front. Looks like they're actually not going to do the deal. Oh, nope, there they go. Just a little bit late there, as Carlos Acosta going to battle on the high side, looking for the lead. Michael Skinner and him have both been working together pretty well. They've been working well in the second pack there. We haven't seen much of them here tonight, but with 30 laps to go, it looks like they may be wanting to show some muscle. High above, that's the whole pack behind the last car there. That would be Kyle Casey, the only car 1 lap down. So Michael Stevens and Carlos Acosta, we'll see if they can do anything on the high side. Haven't seen a lot of people, unless it's been 3 or 4 cars, been able to do anything on the high side, but it's a pretty skimpy inside line, so they may be able to pull it off. So now both packs have merged together, as you can see right there. The 45 lost the draft. Not sure what happened to him. He's pretty well off pace. And now here we go. Both the inside and outside line are both evenly matched now, so let's see if they have anything for the 99 and 9, who have been so stout this entire race. Corey Blevins is basically locked up, most laps led here tonight. He's led 51 so far, so, and the only one who has come close to that is Chester Gibson with 14. Carlos Costa officially led that lap. Michael Skinner looks like he's going to leave him. Nope, he's going to slot back inside. They've lost Nate Lacamy. Cruz Hernandez looked like he was going to hop back up there. So now it's just a tandem trying to get up to the front. Interesting to see how high Carlos Acosta is from the 9 and the 99. Oh. 9 getting a little defensive there. And this is what I was waiting for. The 2 to get close to side draft these two, but he thinks it's too early to do that apparently. 27 laps to go. Still have a fair amount of way to go. Carlos Acosta officially taking the lead here, but it's not over until he gets in front of him. And now he's clear. Not going to leave Michael Skinner out though. And you can see how well that inside line works. The 99 has already retaken it. And here comes the 01 again to help those two. Michael Skinner getting really wide there. You can see Carlos getting closer to those two. Whoa! The 81 almost knocked the 9 out of the way. A good save by Trevor Apollo in the 9. So Carlos is going to officially leave that lap with help from Michael Skinner behind him. I'm assuming Carlos is going to wait to take the... No, he actually left Michael Skinner out to dry. I would assume that he would have left or waited until they both got clear. That would not be the case. So it's going to leave Michael Skinner out there. The 99 is going to pick up the 15. And now the front two has switched partners up here. '15 looks just like the 8. It doesn't look like that car is too comfortable at the moment. See the 01 of Nate Lacamy lurking back there. Wow, that 99 is very stout. See just the amount of, just the gap he closed up on the 2 there. Really by himself. The 55. The 55 is going to try and slot in line. He's going to do it. And the 80 or the 81 is going to fall up to the high side there. 24 laps to go here tonight. I'd be careful there, Cruz. You don't want to bump drive. Oh no! The 9 wanted to get in front of the 99. He couldn't do it. And that's going to put the 99 into the wall. What a heartbreak. Oh, man. the guy who has led the most laps here tonight looks like he is probably not going to win here tonight. Well, it doesn't look like the car has too much damage, and now we have a caution. Cruz Hernandez is in pit road, all blown up. 45 is as well. Not too sure where the caution is. Might have been Thomas Brissy. Let's take a look here. No, it looks like he just came off pit road. I'm not too sure where the caution occurred. They might have put the caution up themselves. So a tough break for the 99 there. It doesn't look, like I said, doesn't look like he has too much damage. Ah, there it is. And that's going to kill the race car, I'm afraid. Doesn't look like he has too much rear end damage. The splitter looks pretty straight, but the front end of that car all tore up. So the man who's led 53 laps here tonight does not appear to look like he's going to go to victory lane here tonight. Now, I'm not sure. I don't believe this league uses quick repairs. But everyone's going to come down pit road now. Top it off, get new tires, and this may be the final pit stop. Should we not get another caution, but I can't see that happening. Be interesting to see how much damage Trevor Apollo has. On board the 99 here, the car that was involved in the wreck. And he's going to sit for a while and repair that. So it looks like no quick repairs. But that is mighty unfortunate. So Breyer, our pole sitter, looks like he was the first off pit road. Carlos Acosta second, and Michael Skinner third, the two drafting partners. So since we're under a caution right now, let's catch up with our in-race reporter, Carlos. You got us?
Yeah, I got a copy. How's it going?
Well, it's going pretty good for us, and I'd assume it's going pretty good for you as well. Been up front. When did you decide, I guess we'll ask, that it's time to go? Because we know you and Michael have been working pretty well here together tonight, and I'm just kind of curious when that lap count, or when that lap was.
That lap was supposed to be lap 90. Because Skinner and I, we've been talking because he messaged me saying he was lonely, and I said, John, hop on in. So we've been talking to each other this whole race. As far as I know, it's supposed to be lap 90, and then I got a run. I was like, let me see what I can do. And I got up there. I wanted to bring Michael with me, but he was getting red hot, and I told him he was working out, but then he said that, no, his machine's red hot. So as soon as I got a run, I went inside so he can get some air.
Yeah, I was assuming that it was going to be maybe 20 laps to go, which we just hit now, but it was pretty interesting to see you take the lead there, because I wasn't expecting it. I was expecting you to hold up for just for a little bit longer, and now it looks like the guy who's led the most laps, Corey Blevins in the 99, is virtually out of it. How good of a shot do you think you have?
Well, the car's clean. I still think we're going to have at least one more wreck. I didn't want to be up here this early, but I don't know at the moment. I'm just hoping that we can stay up either ahead of it or behind it. But at this point, I'm just committed.
Well, I hope Michael is as well, at least for the last lap. But good luck to you, and hope you keep a pretty wheel up there, up in the lead.
All right, thanks, mate. Good luck to you up there, too.
I say lead, but Briar LaPrada actually has the lead. But I would imagine with Michael Skinner, I would hope that those two would work pretty well together. So I was completely wrong on my guess, because I had assumed 20 laps. It was actually going to be 10 laps after that point. So I'm glad we got to clear that up. Let's take a look at Corey Blevins there. See, the front of that car is still pretty well tore up, and Marco Polo got the engine cut off, and he was involved in that as well. What started that was Mark looked like he was going to try and get up in front of that 99, but timing was just a bit off. So one thing to note, by the way, on this restart, the 2 and the 15 are going to get separated here. It's the 18 is going to take the low side. Quick race recap. That was our 4th caution we just had for 16 laps. And we've had 16 lead changes. On that 81, going to be 82 when we come to the green out of 100. And it'll be 18 laps to go when we get going. Quick look at the weather. Didn't catch it at the beginning of the race. We have partly cloudy skies here tonight. Or really today. The temperature, the air temp right now is 78 degrees Fahrenheit. And the track temp is 104 degrees Fahrenheit. Humidity looking about 55%. So I'd strap in, folks, because it's about 18 laps to go here when we get the green, and normally that's 20 laps is when everything gets crazy. So if what we just saw is any judgment, then I think it's just about to get more crazier. The big one could still be lurking, but with how clean these guys have been, I don't think we'll get one. But Carlos thinks we will, so we'll have to see. Pace car about to pull down. The 18 will lead us to the green. Pace car is down and are away. 21 gonna pit. That was Kyle Casey. Carlos with a pretty good jump there on the high side. But he'll have no help as the 01 is about a car length away. Now Carlos will get the help. There's a small gap, but he won't be able to fit in that one. It'll be interesting to see if Michael Skinner may hop in front of the 2 should he get a chance. See the 23 who was involved in one of our not most recent, but in one of our cautions, is now 3rd on the inside. The 23, Casey Shue. That car looks actually pretty clean. So Michael has the chance to pull up now. He does, as I assumed. Oh, a little bit squirrely there for the 2. Carlos Acosta. So the 21 there who would come down pit road on the start. Carlos getting very squirrely. That kind of concerns me just a little bit. And, oh, what a save! That could, oh, I thought I spoke too soon. Easy there, Nate. Doesn't have it quite caught up yet. Wow. This is gonna get pretty nuts here pretty quickly. Looks like this track is getting much looser for these guys. See, everyone kind of back and forth with their race cars. But what a save by Carlos Acosta. Looked like he got behind in the steering, and if he was much slower, that would have been pretty bad. That apron would have ate him up. Oh, it's getting much crazier now. 16 laps to go. I believe it is go time. Carlos wants to pull down there on the inside. They'll get it done. And now it's the 8 and the 01 there on the high side. Wow. Well, I told you it'd get crazier, and it's go time, as you can see. 24 there, looks like he is about to lose the draft. '18 of Briar LaPrade was our pole sitter. There goes the 99, and he looks like he's about to hit that inside wall, but doesn't. Not sure if we'll get a caution there. He's off track, so iRacing won't throw the caution for that. We'll have to see if the officials throw the caution, and they do. So again, another guy gets loose, but he keeps a race car. Let's take a quick look at what happened there. It's already actually happened. Let's go a little bit deeper. I'd imagine he just got squirrely there. Oh no, the 01. I think there was a bit of netcode there, but they hit off each other and ever so close to that wall. So that'll leave Michael Skinner with the race lead, Carlos Acosta in second. I'm curious if they'll pull off the all Penske deal here. So Casey Shue is going to be slotted in third. Chester Gibson, who was involved in the same wreck as the 23, going to slot in fourth. And our pole sitter is going to be fifth. Our top five on screen right now. So 14 laps to go here tonight. 6 complete out of 100 laps. And the 18, the 8, look like the 9, yep, are all going to pull down. 7 as well. The 19, of course. Slide like that, you better take some tires. So I'm sure all 4 of his were killed. 21, who had to take a pit stop, is going to get the lucky dog. So in about 3 laps, that was Carlos's initial lap to say, hey, alright, it's go time now. But he's already up to second, and him and Michael Skinner have been pretty impressive. But of course, the man who has led the most laps here tonight, Corey Blevins, looks like he will not win, but take a quick look at the front of that car, and that would be why. Tough break for that 99, but from what we saw, all hope wasn't lost, but the most recent caution brought out by him was really none of his doing. I believe that was more netcode than anything. So for most of the field, the lap 20, or the 22 to go pit stop was the last one for most of them. There's only about 4 cars who came down and topped off with fuel. And I'd be assuming we're getting the 2 to go now. So with that, let's take a quick break and we'll be with you for the end of this high velocity racing league race here at Daytona, the Daytona 250. So, we'll be right back. And welcome back to the High Velocity Racing League, the Daytona 250. The league is presented by RK Productions. Carlos Acosta, the man in second right now, as we're getting the 1 to go signal. And when we get the green, it'll be 10 laps to go. This race it's had 5 cautions so far for a total of 20. It'll be 21 caution laps with 19 lead changes, so a pretty entertaining race we've seen so far. Really, the wrecks we've seen haven't torn a lot of guys up. In fact, the guys that have gotten in wrecks have all come back out and are still running. The only cars we have out of their car right now are the 81 of Cruz Fernandez. He blew up. Braden Hoover, who I believe had engine troubles, and Cody Tabor. Brandon Griffiths is still on pit road. I don't believe he is, I believe he might be actually a lap down, or more. Actually, he might be the only exception to the guys involved in a wreck. But overall, we've seen a pretty good race here so far. I would say for a Daytona race, not too much carnage and just enough racing. So these two up front, the 15 of Michael Skinner and Carlos Acosta, do not pull off the old Penske deal here. So maybe Michael might pull up in front of the 2 on this, but we'll have to see. This pace car is going to pull off, and we're going to go green. 10 laps to go. Will we see another wreck? Everyone fairly squirrely right now out of the gate. Carlos Acosta with a pretty good charge, wanting to get by the 15, or at least in front of him. Those two have been working out a deal. He's got a gap there. Is he going to pull in? Surprisingly, no. He's going to stay in front of the 66 there of Chester Gibson. One of those cars who was involved in a wreck but has gotten back out. Looked like we were about to take it 3 wide there. Trevor Apollo looks like he wants to. Yep, they're 3 wide back there. Not too bad, though. Only 1 car there on the very high side. Would be the 24 of Thomas Bresci. The 9 of Trevor Polo looks to be going up there with the 24. That'll leave the 66 by himself. And they're 3 wide right there. Only 1 car in the middle, you see there, the 66. Carlos is going to lose all his momentum. Oh, ever so close to that 8 car there. And he has basically lost his drafting partner at 23 on the apron. The 01 hit a 2. And now the 23 of Casey Shue is going to fall in front of Carlos. They're banging bumpers there. Oh god, these guys are just so loose. You can see it there. Carlos, it looked like he was about to make it 3 wide there. Thought better of it. And now we're seeing him get ever so close to Carlos' car. It just does not look like it's comfortable right now, along with these other guys. It just looks like it's really loose in the steering. Not comfortable to get too close to those cars, as we have 7 laps to go here in the Daytona 250. Again, Carlos looked like he was about to lose it there, but saves it. Nate Lackamy is going to pull up into that high side. Carlos is going to jump down to the low side. 8 going to get on the apron, on the yellow line, not below it, but he's going to take the bottom side lead. Michael Skinner. They're 3 wide there. I don't think this is going to end up too well. You're going to have to hit him square there, Carlos. I wouldn't get too low on that bumper. And he's going to get it. He's going to pull in front of the 8, and now they're together. Still 3 wide back there. Trevor Apollo, the meat and the sandwich there. Lackamy just in front of him. As we have a 3-car battle for the lead. 24 blinking pretty bad there. Things have settled down back there just a little bit. Whew, that got exciting in a hurry. Check that out. Kyle Casey, who had been a lap down basically this entire race, now sitting 12th there, still in the draft. So he still has a shot. The 99 darted in front of the 01 there. Just about took the nose off that car. But everyone's okay. So now the 2 leaders who have been partners this entire race, Michael Skinner in the 15 and Carlos Acosta in the 2, are now leading with 5 laps to go. 8's going to take the outside line there, the 99 into the wall, and there goes the 01. The 66 also involved there. Oh, man. Well, let's take a look at what happened there. It looked like the 99 kind of got loose there. Yeah, he hit the wall. 01 just about went on 2 wheels. See the 23 there, he is done now after being involved in another incident. Let's take a look at the in-car view for the 01 here. That's why I said you don't want to hit him too hard there, and ooh, I thought that 01 was about to flip over when we lost view on him. And I guess Carlos was correct, but the question is, are we going to get back going to green, or is Michael Skinner going to steal one here? I'm not sure if they do 1-lap shootouts. We know 3-wide racing does not, but this is not 3-wide racing. And if they do not get going back racing, how about a rally for that 99? He had actually hit the wall and caused that, but he's sitting 4th right now. That wouldn't be too bad of a finish with what happened there. Does not look like they're going to finish with that 23 smoking like that. He's not going to pull down in. But I don't imagine that thing is going to last too much longer. We're going to take another lap here. It'll be 3 to go. And hoping this yellow will not finish the race, but it might just do that. Unless they got 2 to go there. They might have, however, with nobody pitting. And everybody really on the lead lap. 23 of Casey's shoes still smoking there. I'm not sure why the 18 there is still in front of him. I'd imagine that windshield is getting pretty dirty. Actually, you know what? Let's take a look. Oh, wow. Well, actually, that's the 23. But the 18's windshield looks no better. Maybe he might not have particles on, actually, so that may actually not affect him. But when we take this lap here, it'll be 2 laps to go. So it'll be interesting if the caution lights go out, or if the pace car lights go out, then we'll be getting going green. If not, then this race will be over. Alright. Let's see. And the caution lights stay on. So this is how the race will end. Michael Skinner, unless he pulls a Mark Martin, will officially win this race. Carlos Acosta will finish second. Gunther Dadson will finish third. Corey Blevins fourth. And Cole Bagunia will finish fifth. Now, it'll be interesting to see if Casey Schu's car will finish this race, because that thing is smoking pretty bad. That's actually, smoke doesn't look too promising there. He's still putting around. But it would appear that Michael Skinner and Carlos Acosta's plan worked. And staying in the back, because they're going to finish 1-2, it would appear. And looks like the 23, yeah, she blew up. I did not think it would finish like that. Looks like the 24 is going to make sure that car finishes. Oh, don't wreck it. That's going to hold this whole pack up here. I wouldn't push it on that angle, but, or at that angle, but, see, they have taken the white flag. This race is official now. '23 has not come down pit road, so this 24 is pretty committed to making sure this car finishes. That's pretty cool. I would assume they are teammates there, with the number font and the sponsors. So, Carlos Acosta is, oh. I was going to say, not sure what happened to him, but it showed he passed Michael Skinner, so I'd assume Skinner maybe blew up, but that would not appear to be the case. Carlos giving a little bump there. So as long as he does not pull a Mark Martin and come down pit road, it looks like Michael Skinner, again, is going to win this race. So it's a shame it had to end like this, but there is no green-white checkers in iRacing. So officially, Michael Skinner has won the High Velocity Racing League Daytona 250, presented by RK Productions. So now he'll go around and do his victory lap. And we'll take you through the finish. As we said, Michael Skinner is the winner here tonight. Carlos Acosta is going to come home second. Gunther Dadson is going to come home third. Corey Blevins fourth. Cole Bagunia's fifth. Trevor Apollo is going to come home sixth. Briar LaPrade seventh. Thomas Bresci eighth. Kyle Casey ninth. And Chester Gibson 10th. Then you have Nate Lackamy 11th. Casey Schu 12th. Looks like they might have penalized Casey there for not serving his penalty, but for the damage. But Cruz Hernandez is going to come home 13th. Brandon Griffiths 14th. Braden Hoover 15th. And Cody Tabor is going to come home 16th. So Michael Skinner going to light him up. And with that, and looks like Carlos is going to do some victory laps there, or burnouts there too. So we're going to take a break. We're going to gather the troops here for the interviews, and oh, they're going to do a double burnout. That's actually pretty cool. And it's not going to quite work out that way, but they tried, and that's pretty cool. So we're going to get everybody gathered. We're going to take a quick break here, and we'll be right back with the interviews. Don't go away.
Yeah, copy that.
Yes, sir. Yep. Thanks, man. Especially coming from you. I mean, that just makes us so much special. More special.
Dude, did you see that? Did you see that 3-wide pass to the lead? And I pushed him to victory.
I can't do it for too long. I'm gonna blow up.
Yeah, yeah. Is the broadcast over?
I blew it up.
Here, let me tell you.
And that was just a little inside radio from the 2 in the 15 there. Your winner, Michael Skinner. Michael, you got us?
Yes, sir.
Well, congratulations to you. I guess staying in that second pack worked out as it usually does, but talk us through that race and that 3-wide pass there with about 10 laps to go. That was pretty crazy.
Oh man, yeah, what a race. You know, we all kind of, I think 4 or 5 of us kind of just kind of hung out, and I was a little worried we got a little too far behind. So I think probably with like 10 laps to go before we had to pit that first time, we started moving our way, and we were clicking off probably a second a lap. And after that, then the caution came out, and that kind of changed the strategy. We realized we couldn't get too far back that far again, so we kind of stayed within a second and a half. And that pretty much led to the cautions and all of that, because we all started getting packed up back together. But man, that through-wide move, that was all thanks to Carlos. I mean, I can't think of enough. If he didn't push me, I don't think either one of us would be sitting here right now.
That was going to be my next question. If this race went green, I guess it would have went green with about 2 laps to go. What was your plan going to be in terms of working with Carlos? Was it all teammates out the window, or was it going to be a 1-2 finish for you guys? You can be honest, by the way.
We actually kind of made the plan. I think what was it, with like 10 to go? I think to have one of us on the outside and one of us on the inside lane, because no matter what, I don't think anybody was going to try 3-wide, even though that's how we won the race, ironically enough. But I told him, I said, if you go, I'm going to take the low side, but if you get hot, if you get cleared, don't come down, because that's gonna basically stop either one of us from winning, because I'm sure that top line was just gonna roll around us. So I told him, if he stays up there and I stay down there, that gives us our best chance to either one of us going to victory lane, because you kind of clog up both lanes there. And in the end, it ended up working out. But we kind of had that plan with 10 to go, that we were settled, finish either 1-2 my way or 1-2 his way.
Well, that's an interesting strategy. I don't think I've ever heard of that one. But congratulations to you. An eventful race for sure, and good luck to you in the remaining races here in the High Velocity Racing League.
Yes, sir. Thank you very much. Hopefully, we can get some more funds and we can have you back, because you know you're my favorite person ever.
I'm sure that just made Race Clark jealous there. Congratulations, Michael.
Thank you. Have a good night.
You too. So we're going to bring our second place finisher here, Carlos Acosta. And as I said to Michael, it looked like staying back there was the way to go. We've been talking to you all night, but that 3-wide pass for the win, talk us through that, because that was pretty crazy.
First of all, whoo! Second of all, that was the 8 car. Well, let me go back a bit earlier. We talked about just us staying inside and outside, because if we stayed inside, they can get us in the outside, or if we stay outside, they can get us in the inside. So the plan was for us to stay inside and outside and block everybody else, but that didn't go as planned. And then the 8 car went underneath below the yellow line, started to pass him, and then forced himself up and moved the 15 up. And then the 8 was by himself. The 15 was losing speed. And then there were like 7 cars right behind us on the other side, 3 wide. And so we entered that corner 3 wide. It's like, this is either this is gonna work out or we're not gonna wreck. I don't even care. So I just pounded into the back of the 15, and that's how we took off. And man, that was the move of the race for him. Just he was lucky I was there for him. God, that was a great second place finish.
And I want to ask you about this plan you guys had with 10 to go, about one guy guarding the high side and one guy guarding the low side. Talk us through how that was going to work, because I've never heard of that plan before, but it was an interesting plan in that either one of you guys was going to win.
Yeah, I've never heard of it either. And the reason it failed was because on 1 to go, I was trying to rub my eye, and I just wasn't paying attention exactly where I was rubbing my eye, so I couldn't find the eye. As soon as I found it, it was too late, and I hit the outside wall. Not hard, but hard enough where it gave me some side damage, and that's why I'm assuming it didn't work, because those last 2 runs, we were holding the outside pretty damn well.
Yes, sir, you were. So, talking to you all night, this would be the last time we're going to talk to you. First of all, we got to thank you for putting this on, and as a series sponsor, I'm sure it's pretty cool to finish second in the first race.
Yeah, that's something. I gotta thank everybody. I gotta thank Michael Skinner for telling me he was lonely, and so that's when we started talking. And I gotta thank my sponsors, Rooster Teeth and Pepsi, and coming soon AHS Development and Construction. But Rooster Teeth's been a big part of that. They've been helping me out, and this is where we've gotten so far. Second place to start of the finish. That's this year so far. I've started 2 series races, and I finished second in both of them.
Well, hopefully the third time's the charm for you in your third one. We congratulate you on second, and hope to see you down the road here in the High Velocity Racing League.
No problem, man. I'm hoping you did a great job, man. By yourself, that's a lot of. I mean, we're just doing this. Well, you're talking for about an hour and a half by yourself. That's really hard to do. I don't think anybody really understands what it goes to do that. Not everybody can do that, but man, I can't wait to see this broadcast again, especially that last lap pass or that last corner pass. So thank you for having me on. Thank you for taking your time out to do this, man. It's been a heck of a night.
Yes, sir, it has. Congratulations, Carlos, and like I said, we'll talk to you later. And now for our third place finisher, who was really an up and down night for Gunther here. Gunther, talk us through your race, because like we said, it was up, down, leading at some points, and in the back of the pack at some points.
Yeah, it was really weird. We qualified, my teammates, Cole, Lagunia, and Briar LaPrade, we qualified up there really well. And then we were like, okay, first caution, we're just going to pit and then go to the rear because everybody's just going to get really antsy for the lead. And then we did that. And then we just stayed in the back because we thought that with everybody getting up there and everybody bunching up, they were just going to race for the lead real hard, and that we needed to stay out of that. And we did. We rode in the back for most of the race. And then with 10 to go on, I think, one of those cautions, we decided it was time to go. And Cole had a little bit of damage. We said we throw that out the window and just go. And I went, and Cole's damage was holding him and Briar up, so they told me just go, try and get it. And I tried, and didn't have any help at the end. And then I got shoved under the yellow line. I thought, I don't know, I didn't want to wreck him because he kind of came down a little bit, so I just went under it and tried not to wreck both of us.
Yeah, and with that, you came home third. It looked like the car at some points was a little loose. Was that the track or just the car itself?
I think everybody had tonight was dealing with something that, like, all our cars were just really loose. But I don't know, at points I thought my car was just going to turn towards the apron and just take everybody with me, but I had to get out of the gas a lot, so.
Well, that's good on you for doing that. So, again, congratulations on third, and we hope to see you down the line here in this league.
Yeah, thank you so much, and hope you had a fun time up in the broadcast booth.
Oh, it was a blast. Thank you, Gunther. We'll see you later.
Thank you, Justin.
And with that, that'll end our night here. An exciting race it was in the High Velocity Racing League presented by RK Productions. So this was their first points race, and it won't be their last. And if you're interested in checking them out, head over to Twitter and check out at the HVRL. That's where they're located. If you have any questions for them, I'd like to thank Carlos Acosta and Thomas Bressi for helping me out here in this short notice broadcast. And really, I'd like to say hello to Trace Clark if he's watching. Again, he was my partner for this. He was supposed to join us up here in the booth, but some power outages held him back. So it's interesting doing a 2-hour broadcast by myself. That's the first time I've ever done that, but now I can say I've done that. So for myself, I guess, I'm Justin Kolb. Thank you for watching tonight, and hope to see you later.